Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Boiswego Podcast. Today, I am joined by, first and foremost, my best friend since kindergarten, Steve Watts, the big movie man, the fantasy football prodigy, the man himself. And then in the other corner, we got the prophet wizard, the man who knows all, Mr. Earl Al Nowak. How are you guys doing today?
Hey,
I'm doing
chilling.
good.
Well, that's what we like to hear. For the boys in Indiana, we all want to know, what have you guys been up to outside of Boiswego? What's been keeping you guys busy this fall and this semester for you, Alex?
Hold on, AJ. I have a fire alarm going off in my apartment. Hold on.
Good thing he's got his phone on.
AJ, I'm not lying. I actually have a fire alarm going off in my apartment right now. I'm
What
so
the
sorry.
Crazy.
Like, you can hear it. You can hear it in my.
I hear it.
Actually, that's serious. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on.
All right. Well, Alex, you get to safety. If you got to get outside, at least you're on your phone. You should be able to stick around.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
go
Steve.
first then. I've been studying for exam FM, the first actuarial exam that I'm going to be taking, which is super fucking boring. Other than that, working on Blast, which is an app I'm launching with another one of AJ's friends that I don't think many people in this league know. But it's basically just Ty is his name. It's just about like prioritizing going to movie theaters and sharing the experiences you have there, and just kind of telling each other how movies change us.
Yeah, and so I reposted one of the Blast posts this week, and it seems like you guys are about ready for takeoff. I know you mentioned that you're going to be launching the app in October, so for everyone that might be interested, you guys should definitely check it out. Follow them on Instagram. Sign up for the app launch. I think a couple people already did follow you guys on Instagram. So
hell yeah,
support Steve and Ty if you can, because that app's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we appreciate any support we can get.
Yeah, definitely. Alex, what's been keeping you busy?
Hey man, whatever the fuck is going on right now.
Fire alarms, I guess.
I got a fire alarm going off the apartment, but for real, shout out Steve. He's been doing a whole lot of work that you guys don't know about. For real, shout out him and his app. I just been chilling, doing school. Steve's graduated, so he's got to, make a life for himself. But for real, his app is crazy. The fact they've done it so young is for real. And it's a valid app. Like, it actually works. It's not just like this like bootleg app. It's for real. It's really done the process. So I'm excited for it. I'm really excited to buy it. If it costs money, I'll buy it. If it doesn't, I'll buy it for free. I'm really excited.
We really have a true entrepreneur on our hands.
Hell yeah.
Very exciting. But Alex, you mentioned you've been doing stats and hitting the bars. What's been the highlight of your senior year so far? Just winning bets, hitting bets.
I mean, everything I'm doing in my stats classes is all in my daily life. So it's not been too challenging, I feel like, to me, because I've been doing this every day. So it feels really good to know that what I'm doing in real life is what I'm doing on a daily basis anyway. So definitely. It feels good. I don't know. I'm excited to be done with the year because I want to move on with my life, but I know I'm gonna let my life take its course. I'm gonna let whatever the fuck happen, and I'm just gonna move on. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you got those Buckeye glasses on and a Hurricane shirt. What's up with that? Those your two teams right now, or what?
Well, no, the Hurricane shirt is just because I'm repping a shirt. It just what I got on. But the Buckeye glasses are for all those people that thought Notre Dame was going to beat us. Come on now, it was never going to happen. Well, I was actually really worried, so it's valid.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lem and I. Well, we would have missed the parlay anyway because my boy Mike Penix didn't get 360 yards, but we needed Notre Dame for our parlay, and it was a heartbreaker. But congrats to you. That was a big one.
Hey, if I could sum it up in one sentence, I would just like to say Mike Penix is for real. He's for real. That
Yes,
guy
sir.
is for real. Caleb Williams is for real. I understand, and I love that guy. But Mike Penix, that man is a dog, and so is Kyle McCord. Do not sleep on Kyle McCord. That guy is for real,
I don't know where
What
I
was this
put my
guy doing?
dude.
Oh, here we go.
This pod so far, he's got the jersey. Hey, don't put that jersey on
Yeah.
unless it's in purple. We don't want it.
Big Mike.
Hey, also this pod might feature a fire sergeant or something that came to my door saying there was somebody coming to let everybody know. So yes, this pod is all sorts of craziness.
It'll be like last year when Lem was here and he was here over spring break. And we were just like watching basketball, and some random free willy came into our door, came into our apartment. And he's like, "Dude, I need your fire extinguisher. It's an emergency!" And he grabbed it and ran. And there was like literally a car just bursting in flames in our parking lot. He's trying to put it out with the little baby extinguisher. It's funny.
Yeah, I pray to God that's not what's going on right now. I hope it just like somebody pulled it, but like, dude, if it is, I pray for them because I'm doing a pod. I'm doing the pod. We don't care. We don't care what's going on.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that both of you guys are doing so well. And, you know, I wish I could see you guys and be around you more often in person, but it's nice to catch up here. But now for some actual Boiswego talk and some Boiswego football. Steve, last week you played Cheetah in the skip. It was a heartbreaking loss. You're on the verge of probably maintaining the #1 overall power rank. Maybe not. I mean, Jordan's been awfully good, but you're right there with him, and you lost in heartbreaking fashion. Take us through the Monday night game where it was Mixon versus Puka. What was going through your mind?
Honestly, I was helping Morgan edit an essay that she was working on. I didn't watch anything, and then I muted the Boiswego group chat because there's like fucking 400 messages coming through. So then I checked and I found out 3 yards short, but you know, you're not going to win them all. I'm blessed to be in a division with Steven Udy, and you know, it's GG's to Cheetah in the skip. Sadly, Cheetah, you will forever be not as good as your roommate Amr, though, in every way.
Whoa!
Wow! Damn!
Whoa!
Random stray! Wow!
Had to. I was talking to the boy today.
Amr is the GOAT. He's been going to the bars lately too, which is fun. So
hell yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, Steve, Cole guaranteed a win, and then Puka almost scored a touchdown if he didn't like fall down, and then I ended up winning because of it. So thanks for that, Puka. But Alex, how about you? You beat me week 1. I think you lost 2 straight, right? Where's the team's mindset at right now?
Yeah, first I would like to go over Steve's matchup last week. I mean, everything happens, you know, like for a reason. Like you won because of it, but like at the same time, like even though Steve wasn't watching, like he was legitimately 3 yards away from just falling into the end zone. Like that's going to happen in fantasy. Everything happens in fantasy for a reason. But I mean, I want to be worried about my team, and like yes, my record does show that I have a couple problems. But like with JT coming back, like I want to be worried. Like I want someone to tell me I should be worried. But with getting, I know not everybody believes, but I believe in JT. He's been my running back for a couple years now. I would like to believe that he is going to get me to the point where I need to be. So, like, as much as Brees is falling apart, Chase is finally getting there. And as long as Burrow is healthy, I don't see why I don't have a valid team. I like to think that when my team is fully healthy, I'm okay. I'm okay. As long as my team is fully healthy.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think you got a nice squad. I got a question for you, though. Are you going to trot out Kirk, who I think is, what, QB 3 or 2?
Well, let
me
check real quick.
Keep hanging with Burrow?
Well, he's currently quarterback 1 overall, sixth position rank. I think I'm going to. I mean, if Chase, I don't know who it was in the group chat, but I also have said it multiple times. I don't think Joe Burrow will be healthy until about week 7 or week 8. He's dealing with a calf injury that takes about 3 weeks to heal. I think that's going to be a problem for him for the next couple of weeks. So if he can get Chase the targets, that's good for me. But I'm not willing to center the quarterback who's going to give me 8 points a game. I think I have better options in Kirk. I think like I respect myself for getting him early. I think that like he's a valuable target. I remember when Steve or I think it might have been you who told me that like Kirk was a really good option as a backup, and ever since then I was like, oh my god, I need to get this guy. Like he is way better than what is advertised. I know his prime time stats will tell you he's not, but like he threw in his last game. I'm looking at the stats right now. He threw 50 times against the Chargers. If I'm getting a quarterback who throws 50 times on a game, I'm gonna like my odds that guy
is going to put up some points
more than his projection. Yeah, and that's what I'm rocking with right now. And like the team might not be functional, but if we can figure it out and battle through the first couple of weeks to be good by week 7, I mean, I'm there. I'm there for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I always like Kirk as a, backup or even a late starter pick if you neglect the QB position, but he's given you some really good return value this year. And I think, having an off season to develop chemistry with Hawk, who's on Steve's team, and also adding Jordan Addison. Now he's got so many weapons. There's no reason he can't be a top 5 quarterback. So that was a really good pick by you. If you're ever looking to trade him once Burrow figures it out, let me know. But so Steve.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away your matchup analysis, but we're going to talk about this matchup that you guys have anyway. How do you think you stack up against Alex?
Personally, I think this is going to be a close game, but I think Brees is going to fall short on Monday night. I see that, or Sunday night, I think they play. I can't really. Yeah, who do they? It's against the Pats,
Casey,
right?
Casey,
oh,
yeah,
Casey.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine him having a huge game against Chris Jones. But I would assume it's going to be another nail biter for me. Just like I assume every week will be until I get cut back. Puka's been great, but there's no replacement for Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, that's for sure. Alex, what do you think? How do you think you stack up here?
I mean, over the years, I've talked to a couple people about this earlier this week about me playing Steve this week, and it's rivalry week. We always play in the same big game, and it's always very professional between me and Steve, but his team always seems to take care of me. He always seems to get the big win, and I'm so scared of starting 1-3, especially with him having Cup out. I feel like this is a week I have to find a way to win, and I got a lot of red. I got a lot of red on my side, and I'm just very afraid of a lot of my matchups. But I'm gonna believe in the team. If I get these Ayuk question marks and these Waddle question marks to be good for going, I like to think that I got a chance. But I don't know. Steve's team is really elite, and I'm very afraid of it.
Alex, how do you feel about Breece Hall? He's had a couple stinkers now after that first really good game.
Yeah, I don't think he's healthy yet. I mean, you look at the snap share and you look at what he's got so far. I think you can see a very big uptick in his points projection. If you click on him right now, you can see after week 5, his projection goes to like 16 every single week. Obviously, against Denver, he's projected a lot more, but after that, he's projected basically 16 a week every single week or more. I think everybody was expecting him to be out the first 3 weeks. That's kind of what I went running back. I went him and JT, kind of expecting them to be bad for the first couple of weeks and then be there. So if I can get 2 running backs who are going to be finally healthy by week 5, I like to think I have the advantage of a bunch of running backs who have already been dinged up. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it as long as I can figure out a way to get through the first 5 weeks not being too much in the hole. Yeah, I like it.
Nice. Steve, you got Danny Dimes in over Watts under the towel. What are we thinking here with the matchup prime time against Seattle? Why Dimes? Because the last time he played in prime time, he stunk it up against the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, go down and you'll see that Deshaun is playing
Baltimore.
Yeah,
it's a divisional game.
That's guaranteed to be like 13-12. Deshaun is probably a safer option. I think that he's getting me 12 points, and I really think that's it though. And against a guy like Al, you need as much upside as you can get. Danny Dimes gives me a chance to put up like somewhere in the 17-20 range at QB if he has a good game. And if he sucks again, then he's fucking hitting the waivers.
Yeah, as Ethan says, he'll be waiver wire fodder.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you think about James Cook? I mean, Lem gave you a lot of praise with James Cook. I know he really likes him. How have you felt about his performance the first 3 weeks? I saw you're playing him over Addison. I mean, he's been pretty good.
Yeah, I love him. In that first week, we saw pretty much what the Bills' offense looks like at their absolute worst, and he
And he
still
still
got
got
10
10.
points.
Yeah.
So that's just the high floor guy that I'm looking for at flex. And he's got a pretty solid ceiling as well. You can see against the Raiders, he put up 21. Um, I just like having some consistency in my lineup. Obviously, Jacobs is going to get his carries. Kenneth Walker is going to get his carries. It's all about high floors for me right now while Cup is out.
Yeah, I mean, Steve, this is a vintage Steve Watts team. I mean, you went back to, your, what do I want to say? Like back to where you used to be when you were the fantasy prodigy this year, just finding good value with all your picks. And it seems like it's working out pretty well for you. You're having that flex with Cook and Addison gives you a lot of depth, and I think that's why you're at the top of the power rankings so early on in the season. And let's just mention that Jacobs hasn't even started hitting his stride yet, and then you're gonna get cut back. It's gonna be scary.
Yeah, I'm excited going forward because obviously Jacob's missing practice and all of training camp has been like resulting in a fairly slow start for him this year. But even with
Yeah.
that slow start, he's been fringe RB3 material that is at least startable. And if you go back down to my bench too, I've got Quentin Johnston, who after the Mike Williams
Oh
tore an
yeah.
ACL,
Yeah.
uh, Coach Staley said that Johnston would be getting more time, more targets. I'm really excited to see what he can do after a little bit of a slow start, and I'm excited that I kept him on my roster.
Yeah. All right, Alex, before I ask you some more questions about your team, talking about the Mike Williams injury. He was on Drew's team. So
Mhm.
I think he was on Drew's team. I
Yeah.
feel real bad about, where
Yeah.
Just Drewzer's team is going. I mean,
Oh my God, dude.
he's just
Pray
been
for that guy.
smacked with injuries. I don't know if he
Yeah.
dropped Williams, but I'm pretty sure he was on his team.
He might have. He dropped everybody off his team. He had nobody left. I feel really
Eckler
bad for
hopefully
him.
will come back. But then what that means is Jordan now has a clear wide receiver one with Keenan. I mean, this guy has been a freak. What do you guys did you guys pay any attention to the couple of beefs that we had in the group chat at all? I know Steve said you kind of had it on mute because you were busy, but Alex, what do you think about the Brady and Jordan beef? Jordan's claiming he's the best team by a mile, and Brady thinks he can compete in that division. What do we think?
Off rip. Oh, Steve, go ahead. Steve, go ahead. I'll go after you. Go ahead.
This is
Uh,
Jordan's team. He's got Bijan, Devontae, Keenan.
yeah, I
LSU.
I I love Jordan's team. And I mean Jordan as a manager I think is just phenomenal. We've seen that year in, year in out, and pretty much I can't speak to basketball. I don't know if he's in that league, but in baseball too, he's just a killer manager. And Bijan looks like an amazing pick, but Keenan is great now. I am a little concerned just because in the past, when Mike Williams has gone down, Keenan has kind of followed shortly after.
Yeah.
And Keenan's one of my favorite players. I hope that he stays healthy all year, and I hope Jordan has a great season. But I'm a little worried about him.
So on the left, we got Brady's team. What do you think about his team? How do these two teams stack up?
Steve, go ahead. I'll
Um,
follow up after you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. I like Brady's team. I just the
There's a
the
lot of
most
question
concerning
marks still.
part, yeah, the most concerning part is just the depth, I think. Like
Yeah.
Juju should not really be rostered.
Yeah. He's got Kunjan and Dobbs. Dobbs has been all right, but the rest
Yeah,
of his team's just not been great on the bench. But he gets Jones back. I think Brady's got one of the best starting lineups.
I
Alex,
agree.
what do you think?
Well, looking over the two teams, I think it's clear and obvious, in my opinion, that Jordan's team is better than Brady's. I don't mean to put down Brady's team. There's no disrespect to him. I just think that you look at this team, and in a lot of leagues, if I could draft Bijan in the first 8 picks, I was doing it because his team is just so elite with this running back out of Texas that has been on my college fantasy team basically since he's been in college.
Mhm.
I think his team is very elite, and with Keenan being the lone wide receiver, I think it even makes it more elite. Devontae's going to get his catches. I think he's got a for sure team. His bench isn't that great, but like he has those like random big spots that he gets, and if he needs it, he might get it. And then Brady's team isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. It's a very, very solid team and his solid roster. But I think his bench is where I fall short. Like, especially we were talking about Juju. And I think with Christian Watson coming back, I've talked to a couple people about this, about how I believe that Christian Watson, obviously he's on my team, so I got a bias towards him. But you look at his target share and what he did last year in the last 8 weeks when he finally got healthy. I just think that Dobbs is going to be taken away from this big game performance. He's got a lot of like high ceiling, low floor guys, but I like to think that Jordan's team just off paper by it's week 4. It's obviously really close in the season, but I like to think that if I had to pick a better team right now, it would be Jordan's. And I don't even think it's very close. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Mhm.
Let's see. What was I gonna ask, Alex? Oh, I guess I was gonna ask you guys about the Evan Cole beef. I mean, Cole basically bitched Evan out of the league. I mean, he was talking shit to Evan, and Evan, I mean, granted, it was a heartbreaking loss. I mean, anybody wants to quit after, losing the way that he did. Ethan did the same thing. What have you two guys got to say to the guys that are just quitting the league 3 weeks into the season? I mean, what is this?
Steve, I'll let you go first.
Anybody who quits the league in any time other than the off season, I think is so fucking soft. Sorry, Ethan. I have a ton of respect for you, and Evan, I don't know you too well, but but you guys, you gotta have some patience. Like Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither
Yeah.
is a fantasy football championship.
Yeah.
Quitting the league is just a sign of, I think, poor sportsmanship and a lack of character.
Yeah. Alex?
Man, if I could say it better myself. I don't wanna bring any harsh like character to either of these two people, especially Ethan. Like I understand, like Ethan's out in fantasy football for a lot of other reasons, but especially more Evan, like just because you had a bad week. And I don't want to put blame on him because I don't know his
I will say Evan.
I don't want to know all the reasons. Yeah.
I'll say Evan. I'll come to his defense a little bit. He was not super, excited coming into the season about joining. I think towards the start of the season he was, but I had to convince him to join the league, and
Which
he
is fair.
texted me before Monday and said, I'm kind of checked out a little bit after it looked like I was going to win, but I think it was just partially to do with, looked like he might not win this week, but he's 2-1. So, I mean, there's plenty of season left.
Hey, which is fair. I respect Evan if he was just here for like a couple weeks. He just wanted to experience the league. Hey, that's all respect to him. But if you're gonna have a team in a league that I like to play in, I like to think you're here for the long haul.
Right.
You're not gonna quit. You're not gonna walk out. You're gonna get it done. And if you don't get it done, you're gonna come back next year and get it done again. Because that's the type of league I like to play in.
That's the mentality you should have.
Yeah, I don't like to play in a league where we're playing for one season because that doesn't mean anything. We're playing for 5 years, and we're going to find out who the best team is over 5 years. And I like to think that is how it works. And if you don't, argue with me, but I like to think that's how it works. Yeah.
Well, I like to think that the league's off to a good start. I hope it lasts longer than 5 years, but I think that's a good timeline. You got to give yourself a 5-year sample, and if you're not feeling it after that, then move along. I like that. But
hey, sorry to interrupt, but Ethan told me he was on a 5-year plan from the minute he joined, and he said he won in one of the 5 years that he would make his money back. So
he's always talking about the 5-year plan. Yeah.
I would like to see people back up what they're saying. Yeah.
If we're including SFFL, I think this is year 4, so he's got at least one more year. You hear that, Ethan? You got to come back for one more.
I think he's got 2. Actually.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right. Alex, I got 2 more questions for both, or one question for Alex and one question for both you guys. Alex, where do you see, because we already talked about this with Steve, where do you see your team going forward?
I mean, I would love to see my team going to a Super Bowl, but
You
I
play
mean,
Ethan next week.
I
So
got
you
I
got
got a
Steve,
hard couple
Ethan,
next weeks.
and
Yeah.
then you got Jordan. That's a really rough 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's not
Those are
great.
arguably the 3 best teams in the league.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I don't play a great schedule. I mean, my team isn't all there, and mostly what I was doing on draft day is honestly just drafting a team that wouldn't lose, and I feel like I drafted a team that wouldn't lose, not a team that would win. So I blame myself for that, and I'm the only person to blame. I drafted my own team, so I will take all hate that comes towards it. I believe that my team has some bright spots, and I was willing to take a couple guys that weren't like for example, Brees Hall, a guy who was hurt before the season, like a guy like Jonathan Taylor who was hurt before the season. Like I like to believe that I will take those guys as like people who could make it out and make myself a championship team. I will never count myself out. Obviously, I'm not ever going to do that to myself.
I think once JT comes back, whenever that may be, I think once you get past week 6, I mean, Alex, I love to remind people that I started Spencer's League last year 1-6 and 1-all. So
Yeah,
anything can happen, and I think if once you can weather the storm with your next 3 weeks, you could go on a large winning streak after that.
No,
so.
no, absolutely. And I like to think I play, obviously with playing the top 3 teams over the next 3 weeks. I like to think that I play an easier schedule.
Yeah.
After that, because like I'm playing the top 3 teams in this league, obviously, but it matters how bad I start from when I get there. Like if I start 1-5, I like to think my team might be cooked. But if I can get, even if it's a Mickey win, if I can get a couple wins with some injuries or with whatever happens, if I can get a couple of those, I like to think my team can compete. I believe my team can compete since day one. But like I would love to see I would love to see myself get there and see what happens. That's all I want. I just want to get there. I just want to get to the dance.
Yeah. All right. One last question before we go into our game. What does your guys' rivalry mean to each of you?
That's tough.
It goes way back. I mean, it goes back till 6th, 7th grade in the SFFL. So
it does, and I think that the important thing with Al and I's rivalry is it's not necessarily one out of disrespect; it's one out of success. The rivalry really spawned when Al and I were playing each other in the Super Bowl in the 3rd place game like every year in the SFFL, and it's not as much of a like Brady and Jordan or Evan and Cole. It's not like something that's Al and I are going to be jawing at each other all week. It's just one that is always a fun game to watch from both sides.
Definitely. Alex?
Yeah, man, I would love to sit here and tell you that me and Steve are gonna make it into a big scene. It's gonna be a big movie, but I can't do that. I was telling Steven earlier today, I said we let our teams talk for what we respect. And it's never ever been about me and Steve jawing at each other ever. And it as much as I wish that we could like back and forth, Steve has beaten me multiple times, and I've never even like spouted off. I like to think that if he beat me for what he beat me for. Like he did it. He had the better team that year, and that's what happened. I respect Steve as a manager, and man, I hope I beat him sometimes, but I'm never gonna put him down for beating me. He beat me. It's how it works. It's how it works. It's fantasy football.
Lots of respect there. You gotta admire it, but 2 historic franchises that just love to compete. So we got a lot to look forward to this week in your guys' matchup. And, I think it's fair to say that it's probably matchup of the week. Definitely one to watch. Just looking at all of these games, I think the only one that maybe would be as good as like Steven and Lem or me and Ethan. So, I mean, it's rivalry week, so all the games are going to be good, but I think you guys are going to be in a really tightly contested game. So I'm really excited about that.
I hope so.
All right. Are you guys ready for the game?
Let's
do this.
So, Alex, we all know you're a big betting man.
Oh, man. That's a lot to say.
And Steve, you have been known to be very sharp. I once watched a game with Steve. The Colts were winning 35-3, I want to say, and Steve said, "You should bet on the Vikings." Now, I didn't take his advice because I'm stupid, but he said the Vikings are going to win, and they came back and won. And I think I want to say it was the largest comeback of all time, but Steve called it. So, he's a guy that if you're looking to make a bet, he's a good guy to consult because he knows ball. So,
he knows ball.
We are going to be playing Boiswego Bingo.
Oh my god!
And you guys are going to be facing off against each other.
Why am I going to play against Steve?
The way this is going to work, and everybody at home, if you want to make your own bingo card, feel free. Or you can pick one of these two cards to root for. You could be Team Steve or Team Wizard. So the way that's going to work is there's 24 open spots. You're going to pick two things to happen for each team. Now, the rules are it could be like AJ beats Ethan could be a box on your thing for one of my things. But you can't do like AJ beats Ethan and Ethan loses to AJ. You can only use one of those boxes. The next one could be like a personal thing. So it could be like Vaughn mentions the Buccaneers like over 3.5 times in the chat this weekend or something like that. Now, you don't want to make it like super easy because that's cheeky, but you could do something like that. And then the last thing you can do is like a player, like let's say Geno Smith outscores AR-15 could be a box. Or you could do you can bet on the over under of their projection. So those are your rules. And you can place it wherever you want in your box. So you can be strategic about it. You're going to take turns. Okay. You each will pick two from each team. So we'll start with my team. Alex, what are your bets?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anything? I can bet literally anything.
Yeah, so it can be like James Conner will score more than Derrick Henry. Or AJ will beat Ethan. Or it can be Geno will score over 15.5.
My first thing, and it is going to sound disrespectful to start off, I like to think AR is going to outscore Geno. That's my first leg. That's the first leg of my parlay.
All right. Alex, where are you putting it on your bingo board? You can put it anywhere you want.
The middle square. The middle square.
This is the middle one. So which middle square?
The very, very middle. I'm taking the very middle square.
Well, this is your free space, so I'll put it here. Is that good?
Also, we can't
see the card.
Yeah, we can't see.
Oh, fucking A. Sorry.
You're good.
I always mess up the screen share because I didn't want to show you guys I didn't want you guys to be able to see this.
There we go. Yeah. So do I get a free space as well?
You each get a free space. So there's 24 spaces. Each team gets 2.
I'll take it to the right of the free space. Oh, okay. Actually, that's fine. That's fine. You can put it there. It's okay. I'll take it wherever.
Okay. Do you have an idea of what your next one will be?
Me, or are you talking to Steve immediately?
You do another one.
Do I have to do one from your matchup or anything?
It's 4 from the matchup, 2 from my team, 2 from Ethan's team. So technically that's Ethan's.
Let me take.
We'll do 4 at a time.
I don't want to do cheeky. Give me McCaffrey more rushing yards than Pollard. I feel like he won't, but I would like. I don't want to get super easy. I don't want to say that McCaffrey's gonna have more points than Pollard. I'd love to get a little more, in depth. And you can put that to the left of the free space. Left of the free space. Thank you.
That's actually a good one because Pollard could.
No, absolutely. I want to make it fun. If I'm playing against Steve, I got to make it fun. Come on now.
Yeah. All right, and then so you did 2 at Ethan's. Now you got to pick 2 on mine.
All right. You got Kelsey, don't you? You got Taylor Swift, boy.
Does he go over or under 17?
Can I just take him to score a touchdown, or is that not allowed? Death taxes.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
But then Steve also gets to take that, right? That's not.
You can take any of your picks if he wants.
Okay.
But...
Okay. Yeah. Then give me on the far left square Kelsey to score a touchdown. Okay. In that line. Thank you.
All right.
I gotta go all at once. Oh my gosh. Give me. Oh, you got Madison, right? You got Madison.
Yeah, I have him in. Although I
Uh,
might play Javante over him. I'm still debating.
well, you gotta play Madison now because I'm about to take him to win. So we better lock in. Give me more total yards for Madison than DJ Moore.
Okay. Do
Just
you want
overall
that
total
here or do you
yards.
want it
Yep.
somewhere
Yes.
else?
Please. No. Please for my bingo. That's my bingo right there. 5-leg parlay.
All right.
Thank you.
Steve, your turn.
All right, I've been thinking. Luckily, while Al's been saying
Yeah,
stuff
I
because
didn't get
I
no time to
can't.
think.
Yeah, seriously. For your picks, I've got 2 ready.
Okay.
I want one of your bench QBs to outscore Geno.
Okay. Where do you want it? I like that one.
Yeah, just on the right of the free space is fine.
Steve's got it written down. He's got a whole script.
I love it. All right.
uh, Give me Devontae Smith to outscore T Higgins on the left.
Okay.
Come on, Steve. We could be friends.
And then for Ethan,
Yep.
give me the Eagles defense to score a touchdown.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Steve's making a
Do
big
you
parlay.
want that in here or do you want it somewhere else?
Yeah, just put it main row.
Okay.
And
Ethan to beat me.
yeah,
Whoa.
Okay.
I wish we could take that. I wish I knew that week 1.
All right. So on to the next matchup. This one we got Mostert's Inc. Lem versus Saquon My Nuts. Steven. Alex, you're up.
Give me.
You want to start with Lem?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do Tua for more passing yards than Josh Allen.
Okay. Where do you want it?
That's my first. You can put it above the free space, directly above the free space.
Okay.
Give me easy one. Give me Tyreen Williams to have more rushing yards than Najee Harris. That's about as good as it gets.
Okay. Where do you want that one? Over here?
Above Tua. Above Tua. Thank you. I feel like I'm stealing all the things that Steve would do. I feel bad. Steve,
you
feel
are
free
not.
to do the same thing.
All right.
Give me. Oh, is it just 2? Just 2?
Yeah, so you got to do Lem now.
Okay. Well, give me Jay Jettis to have
Is
more
he going?
yards.
No. Is Jettas going over or under his projection? Do that one. Make it a little harder. You don't get to use Action Network either.
Give me under. Give me under. I'm not looking at Action Network. I'm looking at his points. Give me under. He's been over 3 weeks in a row. Give me under.
Where do you want it?
In the corner. I'm just kidding. Give me under. Give me under the free space. If we're gonna get a bingo, we're gonna get a bingo. He's playing against Carolina too. I mean, he's easily going over. But I gotta take something against the public. Come on now. And
All right.
then.
Sorry I forced that one on you, but I just
No, you're good. You're good. Do I need one more? One more?
Yep, you need one more.
Give me Jake Moody over 8.07 fantasy points.
Okay. Nice.
That's a good pick.
Thank you. It's just in that last score. Thank you. Hey, OH, I will never cheer for Michigan players, but he's good.
All right, Steve. And you get to go. I love that it says Earl Wizard. Steve, you get to go first next time. So you do back to back.
All right. I've got my 4 picks for this matchup already.
Okay.
I did them while I was talking. Give me Lem minus 9.5.
Okay. Where do you want that?
Right above the free.
Oops. Minus. Okay.
And give me Mostert to not score or to be below his projection.
Okay. Which was 11.66. Are you thinking it's in a chain week, or is he gonna
I'm
take
thinking
it?
it's a Bills week.
Yeah, fair. All right.
Then for Udi, similar to Mostert, give me Kamara's under projection.
Okay. The first day out, Camara under. Oops, can't spell. And I can't type. All right. What's his
It's like 13, I think.
13.5. Okay. And then what do
And
we got last?
give me Gibbs to score his first touchdown.
Okay.
Clem minus 9.5. Wow.
All right. Steve, you get to go first on the next one in
Yeah.
case Alex
Make
was
Steve
taking
go
any of your
first.
picks.
Yeah. Make Steve go first.
Oh, sweet. It's our matchup.
Yeah, it's your guys'
Oh,
matchup.
no.
Okay. Give me. Ooh.
Steve, don't mess up.
Give me Olave to outscore Chase.
Wow.
All
Where do
right,
you
all
want
right. I
that
like it. I like it.
Yeah, there's fine. I don't care.
He's going for 4 corners. He's going for 4 corners. Come on now.
All right, Steve, you got one more for your boys.
And to make it more fair, give me Dicker minus 3.5 over McPherson.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I like it. I love it. I actually love it. I don't like it. I love it.
All right.
Then for Al,
Don't
give
steal it.
me Big Kirko
You.
under his projection.
Wow. Do you want that here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And give me give me the Cowboys defense over their projection.
Okay.
You had to do it. You had to do it. On your last pick. Yeah, on your last pick, you had to do it.
Over 9.08. All right. Steve, I hope you're right. I need the Cowboys to play well since I'm playing you in Spence's league.
Yeah, I'm scared of it.
All right, Al.
Can I take a similar pick on the defense, but not the same thing?
Yeah.
All right. Can I take the Cowboys over sacks at my top? Not the to the left of Kyrie. No, the right, the very left score, the very left box to Kyrie Williams.
Where's Kyrie? Oh, here we go. Okay. So how many sacks?
I'd over 5. The last 2 weeks they've had 7 and 3 and then 2. So we'll
5.
We'll call it 5. We'll call it 5.5. I got over 5.5. Over 5.5. It's a large number, but like I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair. Yeah. I don't make it unfair. Then give me Chase over more receptions than Puka and Steve. Just James Cook get enough receptions to like be in the mix?
So are you saying Puka and James Cook combined?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Where do you want that?
Below Cowboys.
Okay.
And then I got to do 2 from Steve's team, right?
Yep.
Give me. This is going to be disrespectful. It's my team. Give me more rushing yards for Danny Dimes than Breece Hall.
Okay. Wow. Do you
Yeah.
want that under here?
Yep. We could just put it wherever. I hope that square does not hit, but it might. It very well might.
One
And
more.
then give me Kenneth Walker for more combined touchdowns than Brees and just give me more touchdowns for him than Brees. No, actually, B-Rob. You could do B-Rob. You could do either, actually. Just one of the two. Whatever
Not
you got
both?
already type in. Not both. No, not both. I hope one of them scores.
All right. All right. Cool. On to the next game. The rookie Russ Sexuals versus the Upsiders.
Is that me first?
Steve, you go first again.
Thank God.
Okay. First off, give me Roshan Johnson anytime touchdown.
Nice. Ivan's gonna love that one.
Mr. Bears fan
The
over here.
key. The key. Where do you want it?
Just put it to the left of Gibbs.
Make it his free space. Make it
And
his
we
free
can
space.
go down the column.
Okay. What's next?
Then give me Tyreek's under projection.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. Ivan's not gonna like that one.
Then for Jordan, give me T-Laws over for points.
Okay.
In London.
In the Toy
Yeah.
Story game?
And
Okay.
also give me Devontae Adams over points.
You.
Let's see. What is that at? 17.25. 17. All right, Alex, you're up.
In the very right column, top right, can I get Keenan Allen over receptions?
Which
Not
is set
targets.
at how many receptions do you want it to
That's
be?
a shoot. I didn't. Hold on. Can I go find a line for you? Because I feel like it's just
Yeah,
really
you
dumb.
can.
Let's see if I can find one rather quickly. Steve, let me know if you can find one either. I'm sorry. Here, we can go to the next one. I can come back to it. You can give me Hurts rushing yard.
Actually, you know what? Here, Alex, we can click on here and it'll tell us how many receptions, I think. Maybe.
But it won't tell me an average. I just don't want to get it. Like, I don't want to give Steve a bad line. Like, you can go to my first one. Give me T-Law more rushing yards than the sneak merchant.
Wow. Okay. That's crazy. I like it though. T-Law.
Okay, I don't know how to get to. We're gonna leave Keaton alone for now.
Here, look for your next one.
No, I'll find my next one. It's all right. We're good.
I'm looking on DraftKings.
Okay. Give me. Oh, I got a good one. Give me an anytime touchdown by Drake London.
Okay.
I like that.
The Jags defense is
He's
soft.
due.
And you can meet me in the London. It's a due parlay.
And then yeah, Alex, you got one more.
For Evan's team?
Let's see, you got Keenan and you did T-Law.
Yep. And then I did just Drake London. So I got one more over here. Give me Harrison Butker more field goals than Tyler Bass.
Harrison Butker more field goals than
You can
Tyler
just give me
Bass.
you can just give me more fantasy points if it's easier to write that way. You can just give me more fantasy points.
I couldn't find. They don't have the props out yet, but
It's okay.
let's see. So
You could just give me more.
he had 18 last game, and then he had averaged 7 before that. Or yeah, so 25, just 12 and a half, over under 12 and a half.
Oh my god.
It's a wild line.
Can I get targets over 12 and a half?
Sure.
Yeah, if I get targets.
Over under 12 and a half targets. Sure.
That's
Hold on.
yeah, that's good.
As we go into the next one, I'm gonna go find his line for you because I feel like it's not fair to me to not try to find it at all. Hold on,
All right.
as Steve's doing his next one, I'll try to find it for you.
Steve, you start off the next one, and then Alex, you'll start off the last one.
Sounds good.
All right, so Brady versus Druser. Steve, what have we got?
Okay. Give me Mahomes under points.
Okay. Where do you want it? Just anywhere?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just go down the right column.
What's his projection? Do we know? Under
I can check real quick.
I got it. 21.85. Okay.
And give me a Swift touchdown.
Man, I wish.
Okay.
Then for Drew, give me the over on the Bills defense.
Well, he loves the Bills this week. They're low projection too.
And give me an AJ Brown touchdown too.
Oh man.
Nice.
Steve, you really grind the gears, buddy.
Don't forget to write in the Bills on the over.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay. Alex, did you find it?
No, but I'll pick my other two for now.
Just do the targets. 12 and a half targets.
Give me over. I'll just take over 12 and a half. That's a high number, but I'll still take it over just because like it's fun. It's fun. We're talking about who again? Who is the guy we're talking about?
Keenan.
Keenan. Let
the
me see
wide
if I can
receiver 1 right now.
He is wide receiver. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it says. I'll take over 12 and a half, but I'm curious what it says for his props. He's over 86 and a half yards and over longest reception for 24 and a half yards, but it's okay. I'll still take 12 and a half over. I still like that number.
Okay. All right. Now we got Drew and Brady. What are we thinking now?
Give me Mahomes for more rushing yards than Purdy. I'm going to start off with a Mickey one. You can put that wherever you feel like it. I'll let you leave that up to your own discretion. And then I got a good one. I think I got a good one for you. I'm going to go to just Drew's team where I take Eckler for more receptions than McLaurin total.
Just McLaurin?
Just McLaurin. Yeah, I was going to add another, but I don't really want to get too. I'm taking a running back over wide receiver. I don't want to get too crazy.
This guy's fucked when Eckler doesn't play.
Dude, if he does it, I'm so cooked. But bingo isn't going to happen anyway. Come on, Steve. Give me Patriots over 1.5 interceptions against the Cowboys. I'll take 2, not just 1, but 2. Give me 2.
It's a good pick.
Brady's gonna like hearing that one.
Well, I hope so.
You Boston.
I've been hearing enough about.
Trey Lance is gonna love hearing that one.
I've been hearing enough about basketball in this league. Let's get to some football. How about that? And then I'm picking one from just Drew's team. I like Ramondre for more receiving yards than I feel like DeAndre Swift is too easy. So give me Aaron Jones because he catches the ball in the backfield a lot. So give me more Ramondre yards than Aaron Jones yards. Receiving. No, receiving. Thank you. And then I'm going first this time.
Yeah.
For Cheetah.
Yep.
Cheetah.
Oh, what's this? We got a Jamoke in the chat.
What?
What's up, Mickey?
Just still call me Mickey.
All right, Jordan, we're just finishing up our game here. We'll get to you in a second.
No worries.
All right, Alex.
Go ahead and give me. Oh, I'm gonna get a little crazy with it. Give me Diggs for more receptions than CD and Sutton. We got to get crazy. You can see Jordan. He's a little crazy by it, but it happens. It happens sometimes. Come on now, we're getting the crazy with the bingo squares. And then give me Jake Myers over total points higher than Carlson. And then on the right, you can give me in Vaughn's team. You can give me Garrett Wilson for a touchdown against Kansas City.
Okay.
And then you can give me Pacheco to outrush Mixon, because why not? I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see it happen. We'll see it.
All right.
Wow, I really hate that pick. Wow, can I take that one back?
Yeah, you can take
Steve,
it back.
it's your turn.
All right,
Well,
I got
Alex, you
mine.
can take it back.
Nope, it's Steve's turn. It's Steve's turn.
All right, so Alex, you got to go diagonal, vertical, or horizontal. Hopefully, you get one. If neither of you guys end up getting a bingo, it'll just go to who got the most squares.
Dude,
That would
I'm
be
going
so
for
sad.
blackout. All right, I've got my picks on deck, AJ.
Okay.
I want Diggs over 1.5 touchdowns.
Wow. Okay. Great. Let's see. Wait, who's Diggs? Who are we looking at?
That
We're looking
is
at
for
against Miami.
Chicago.
Skip. That's right. They're gonna. Coach Cole's gonna like hearing that one. Okay. Next, Steve.
After that, I got the Ravens over 1.5 picks.
Steve is not a sharp. Steve is not a sharp.
So Steve's picking the Ravens. Al's picking the Patriots.
Well, I like one of those two teams more than the other.
What's the next one?
Give me Jay Herbo over 20.2. That's his projection.
Yep.
Oh,
Steve is thinking logically. I do not like this.
over 22.5, you said?
Yeah.
No, 20.2.
20.2. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, okay.
And the last one, give me Rashad White to drop out of the top 25 fantasy running backs.
Wow.
Did you just say Rachad?
Hey, that's sneak.
That's
That's
not
sneak.
sitting well with Vaughn, bro. That's not.
I don't know who that is. Hey, who is that talking? Who is that yapping?
To drop. All right. Best of luck to you guys.
Can I take a
You guys-
picture of my card real quick?
Yeah. If you want to
can
take a
I
picture of
get a-
your card,
AJ, can you just send me this?
I can put the
Document?
file in the chat too.
Yes,
Sweet.
thank you. I'll just take that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll wait until tomorrow to do it, just so people get a chance to watch the video. But
Yeah.
you guys
no, please.
have anything you want to say to Jordan while he's here?
Hey, Jordan,
Great
how's it
team,
going?
great draft, good management.
Yeah.
Long time
Yeah.
no see, dude. We should talk outside of Fortnite.
Jordan, how
Jordan,
is
what do you gotta say?
He's fucking stone faced
He's-
right now.
He's frozen, I think.
Jordan, how is the baseball team coming along? I know that you
Oh,
Oh,
he's
he's
having
gone.
connection problems.
Oh well.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for him to join back. Oh, Jordan, can you hear us?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is like just bugging right now. I'm sorry.
you're good. Steve had a question for you.
Let's hear it.
No, I didn't have a question. I just said we should
Oh.
talk outside of Fortnite.
And then Manager Jordan, I had a big question for you. I assume, I'm not sure completely, but I think the fantasy playoffs and baseball are still alive because everybody wants to talk about different sports that aren't football in this league. So I wanted to ask you how you feel as a baseball manager. How you feel
Against
you're gonna
Lau.
do? Yeah, against
Holy
against
fuck.
Lemon in the championship.
Championship
How do you feel
week.
about it? How do you feel
Sorry,
about it?
can you repeat yourself? Like you
Yeah, no, you're
completely.
good. You're good. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
For fantasy baseball, how do you feel about your odds winning against Lem? I just want to hear from a different aspect. I want to hear how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I think this season was I think it was wild, especially for me. My keeper DeGrom went down. Brady Singer, who I fucked up drafting like the third round, fucked up. Chris Sale, who I was banking on to be good, sucked. Scherzer's out. But the newcomers like Kyle Bradish, Scooblenator have been huge. But I think my odds against Lem, he had two pitchers that kind of shit the bed today. He had a really good bulk reliever yesterday. I think Ryan Pipiot for the Dodgers, which was huge for him, put up like 60. But Tariq Skubal was pitching in the rain today and had like 8 strikeouts through 4, but that game got rained out. So I think it's going to be a really good matchup. I know Devin Williams is about to come in for the 9th, but to Lem is always a respectable opponent. I'm not going to talk shit to Lem. He's been, he's a very respectable opponent. So I think it'll be a very close matchup coming out of the wire.
I
Yeah.
just want to hear your opinion. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jordan's trying to go back to back. Something I don't think we've seen in any of the three leagues, at least since I've been a part of all of them. So that'll be impressive, Jordan.
I mean, Ethan, I was really worried about Ethan in the conference championship because he's been on a hot streak. But we all know the all balls. I don't have to say anything about the all balls in the playoffs. I don't know that. But then, like, in the most respectful way, like, nobody's scared of going up against like Vaughn and Brady. Respectfully, nobody's scared of Mr. Nowak. I'm sorry, Mr. Nowak, but nobody's scared of your squad.
No, ain't nobody scared of him.
But then the scary teams, especially this year, like when you're facing up like a Strider and Cole.
Yeah.
I think obviously like pitching has been. I know we're nerfing it, but pitching has been like just OP the past 2 years. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see what it'll look like next year.
Yeah. All right, Steve and Al, before I let you go, anything you want to say to the rest of the league?
I don't think so. Good luck this week.
Yeah, good luck to you.
everybody.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
May the best man win. Steve, good luck in Spence's league. That's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Alex.
See you later.
See you. Have fun, Alex, at wherever you're going after this.
Wizard.
Yeah.
It's Ohio versus the world.
It's Ohio versus the world, baby. Where's Lou Holtz? Where is Lou Holtz? That's all I care about. His old ass. Hey, thank you, AJ.
Yep.
Peace.
See ya.
See you guys.
All right, Jordan. We haven't got too much time. We've already ran over a little bit, but I know you wanted the floor. You're the number 1 seed right now in the power rankings. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling good. I don't like to talk shit unless like somebody starts it. And I think I have been running through the mind of Brady Blay rent free. I just want to call him out because I think we all see it in the chat. I mean, Brady's just nonstop attacking me on draft night where I wasn't there. I heard he was talking.
Everybody at Brady said you had the worst team on
That's
draft
fine.
night.
That's fine. I love the doubt. But after week 1, I think I put up maybe it was 130. And so, obviously it's week 1, anything can go. So, Brady's obviously just run his mouth. Week 2, I put up like 115, which is I feel like 115 is like an average.
It's respectable.
Most teams, I feel like on an average week are like high 90s, like 120, like average. Yeah. So,
Jordan.
But
Jordan, we're losing you. We'll give him a second, see if he can come back. Hopefully he's not rambling. I texted him. Can you hear? All right.
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay, so you were talking about you scored 115. That's respectable. I think anything under 100 is where it's kind of a bad week. So.
And so I, to piggyback off you,
and you scored 175 this week. So here we are.
Yeah. And so I put up 170. And I think my team saw, what Brady was saying, and I think that was just a big FU to him.
Bulletin board material.
Yeah, and we over here in the Upsiders and Jib Jugs organizations, we keep receipts. We hear what people are saying, and let's say Devontae and Keenan don't put up 40. Let's say they put up 30 each. I'm still dropping 150. Let's say they put up 20 each. I'm still dropping 130.
Yeah.
And so I think Brady's been in. I don't mean to just keep shit on Brady, but Brady's been mad disrespectful to the team. I know I've seen people in the league who are just saying I have a good.
Oh, we're losing them again.
And all I've seen.
We're losing you again. We'll give him one more time. If he breaks up, we'll let him send his piece into the chat. Look at him. Durr. Michael Durr. I love you, Jordan. Look at him. Let's see if he pops back. Give him a second. Vaughn and Jordan, you guys need to get some better Wi-Fi. Come on.
I'm raging to our management. Okay, so what I was saying is, regardless if Devontae and Keenan put up 40, let's say they put up 20, I still drop
having a good week.
And like I said, I think my team still hasn't even seen this potential yet. I think Bijan and Etienne not necessarily those two, but T-Law still hasn't really done his thing. I know people hate Kyle Pitts, but I think he still has a lot. I think
he's got potential.
I think he's got potential. Jerome Ford I hate injuries, and I'm not saying the Nick Chubb injury is bogus, and I feel bad, but Nick Chubb going down was huge for my bench running back depth. Because on the bye weeks I'm gonna have to stuck with playing Zeke, but
yeah,
I just wanted to hop this pod and just say,
I got 3 more questions as long as you can remain connected. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill the pod. But you play Brady in week 11 and 14. What can we look forward to in those matchups?
Am I good? I'm on here.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You better hurry though.
Yeah, I think it's Brady. Every time me and Brady go head to head, it's a dogfight. Brady, the one thing my team is, especially Keenan and Devontae, are going to take to heart is saying how those guys are just replaceable with Calvin Ridley and Mike Evans. We saw Brady even said in the chat, I'm pulling receipts. He said, I think my team can compare just fine to Jordan's, except I have Ridley and I have Mike Evans. And I think, Keenan and Devontae have been doing their thing, and they hear the chatter. They hear Keenan and Devontae are both my captains. They're both the vets of the team, and they know what to do when somebody talks smack.
Yeah. And then what do you think about the Mike Williams injury? You got to feel awfully good about that, yeah?
Yeah, like I said, I hate it. I think injuries are the worst part of football.
Yeah. Sucks for Drew.
It sucks for Drew.
Oh. We're losing you again. Are you going to make it back? That sucks, but I think Jordan got his point across. He just wanted to come on the pod and let you guys know how it feels to be the number 1 seed and playing for a fantasy baseball title all at the same time. So best of luck this week, Jordan, and in the fantasy baseball championship. I'm rooting for Lem, but gotta wish you some luck, and good luck this week in football too, and the rest of the season. And hopefully, it's the number 1 seed has been cursed, so hopefully you don't get knocked off. And for everybody else, thank you for tuning in. Sorry it was a long one. Wish you all the best of luck in this rivalry week, and we'll see you guys next week. So peace.